Back to another edition of Solve. Today we're working on a 2017 Lexus GX460. And today we're going to be doing a starter, so you want to disconnect the negative terminal. And just to be clear, we've already done the starter, but now that we've done it, I want to show you what it takes to do it. You're going to go underneath and disconnect the spring bolts that go to that. Then these two bolts here, which by the way, all the exhaust bolts are 14 millimeter at this point. Then when you go to the exhaust manifold, these are 17 millimeter on both sides. Then you have the oxygen sensor, those are fun. You got one on each side for the downstream you gotta disconnect. And then you have one, which is even more fun, right over here on the passenger side, which you have to get through sneaking right there. Back to the passenger catalytic converter, those two bolts are 17 millimeter. Now this is the important part. This is the exhaust manifold, which I do recommend replacing gasket. And then you have these two bolts here that go to a tube up top, and then you'll see one there, one there. You got one there, 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 there. These are underneath. They're all 12 millimeter, by the way. These are for holding the shield, which we'll get to in a moment. You want to disconnect the bracket here, 10 millimeter, and here's that shield. 1, 2, 3. Takes a little bit of negotiating. You got to take that off first once you're going through here. Second person is helpful. This is the driver's side catalytic converter, which it goes to the Y. These are the 14 millimeters. Those are the spring bolts. Those nuts are welded in. And then on here you have the 17 millimeter nuts. Don't lose this gasket. Again, you might want to replace that. Okay, now here's your starter, and you see this hole right here? That's for your oil dipstick, which there is a 14 millimeter bolt that's holding this in straight up above. I'll show you where that is now. And this is where the oil dipstick bolts in right there. Come on, focus. There it is, right there. Ah, there we go. Oop. Yep, you see it now? That's it. So just to give you an idea, that's where it goes. Also, I want to let you know I did not have to disconnect any of this materials up here, air intakes, nothing. So you don't have to do anything. The only thing you have to disconnect from the top, again, is that oil dipstick and the negative battery terminal. Now you'll see right here, these three holes, that's 10 millimeters. And then that just comes down right there, and right there. Okay, once you get to the starter, when you're going to disconnect it, this door opens out like that, and that's going to be a 12 millimeter there. And then you have the signal wire, which, okay, so this is the old starter. So 12 millimeter here, and this is just a pigtail right there. So you just press down, and then it comes out. So just to give you a perspective, how many miles on it? 130K, give or take. So this is the original exhaust manifold gasket. Looks good, but the problem is it makes an impression, and I wouldn't reuse it. Just not a good idea. You don't want to go through this craziness and then realize, oh, I should have replaced a $75 gasket, and it only comes as a set, unfortunately. Okay, so now you see that the new starter is in. Let me get you the box. I'll give you the original part number, unless you can see it right there. Yeah, there you go. That's the original part number. We went with an original Toyota. Let's see here. Whoa. Extreme close-up. There you go. So you want to take a screenshot of that. And then now we're at the point of reassembly. So I'm going to put the heat shield on the starter. And then once I put the exhaust manifold gasket up, I will be negotiating the exhaust manifold itself. And then this is that pipe I was telling you about earlier, and you just kind of do it in reverse. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and follow if this video has helped you, or you know somebody it'll help. Please share it with them. Stay safe, use safety glasses, and I don't think gloves is necessary on this one, but we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.